Hello, I'm Luke Neller, and welcome to Best Replays of the Week. This week we go Full Metal Duck, watch a Ninja KV-1, and a Matilda with Bloodlust. Let's take a look. First up is the Scout of the Week. Marika from the E region heads out on steps and puts the AMX 1390 through its paces. The battle is stacked with tier 10 machines, but that just means there's more silver and XP to be had. Marika dashes forward to spot enemy scouts and ducks into cover when the commander's sixth sense starts to tingle. Not quite fast enough to avoid getting shot though. Undaunted, the AMX gets back into the bushes and stays up there, lighting up practically the whole enemy team. When detected, Marika takes a little break, but comes right back. It's time to go hunting. The AMX pounces and leaves two dead enemies in its wake. No need to reload just yet. Let's see if there's anything hiding back here. Bingo! Two RTs dead and the third one spotted for allies. Not bad. Marika drives away, reloads, and ends up in the thick of the fighting at the center of the map. The AMX-50B escapes into cover, but the E100 has nowhere to run. One shell left over, and it's all that's needed to finish off the French heavy. The game is 2 versus 2. America can't help the ally before the reload is done. Better go kill the last SPG first. The reload finishes just as the target comes into view. America doesn't even need to slow down. Spotted. The rival AMX is somewhere nearby. There it is! Missing the opening shot means that America can't win the duel, but luring the wounded enemy into the allies' gun works just as well. Victory! There we go! Detecting all 15 enemies, over 4k spotting damage and 6 kills. What more could you ask from a scout? Next is Top Gun, and the winner drives a tank I wouldn't have expected to see here. The premium Matilda 4 has its charm, but in the hands of Nibob, it turns into a stone-cold killer. The battle is fought on the European cluster, and the stage is Windstorm. The Matilda sits on top tier, but so do 10 of the enemies. The battle starts and a pair of allies give the Matilda a hug. Isn't that nice? The Matilda gets the first shell, but it doesn't hang around for more. It wouldn't be dignified to chase after a kill, so the allies can finish off that one. Hello, artillery. You really shouldn't be here. The first kill is a bit of a freebie. And the second one. The third one manages to hide, but Matilda is a sharp lady and won't be fooled by such tricks. Meanwhile, a friendly arty has killed an ally, and it looks like the team's KV-1 isn't going to show up. Another team kill by the arty. It looks like there's a genuine griefer on the team. There's nothing Nibod can do about that, but the Matilda wins the duel with the enemy toaster. The enemies are attempting a capture, and the Matilda heads back home at a dignified walking pace. A T-34 is met on the way, and it becomes kill number 5. There's the team killer, and still doing their best to sabotage the game. Nibod ignores the problem child and takes out yet another enemy. 3 enemies left, 4 if you count the arty. The VK is pretty soft for a heavy, and with premium ammo, the Matilda can deal with it easily enough. And now the capper. The DW2 is angled better than the previous heavy, and it soaks up more ammo. The end result is still the same, however. That's 8 kills and 1 enemy to go. The fast Panzer III makes a dash across the open ground, and a quick shot stops it on its broken tracks. 1 more round, and it's all over. Victory for the Matilda. 9 kills, with 3 allies taken out by a crazy person. A fine Top Gun display from a rarely seen tank. Where the previous tank was unexpected, getting a winning entry with the Full Metal Duck is downright spooky. Introducing the unique AMX-40 as driven by Crayfish Zombie. So here we are, the futuristic gunmetal-coloured shape of the Duck of Doom looks over White Bar. Let's see if this tank can carry the game. An M5 Stuart runs into Zombie right away, and other teammates are taking random potshots at the scenery. It's not a great start. But no matter, the Duck powers up to a whopping 20 kilometers an hour on the paved road and heads towards the sound of enemy gunfire. At the underpass, an enemy shoots the Duck in the foot. The insult doesn't go unavenged, and the offender becomes the first kill of the match. Whack! It's probably best to back off for now. Enemies are streaming over the tracks, but this looks isn't getting any further. Hold on, team, help is on the way. The enemies are 4 tanks in the lead when the Duck arrives on the scene. Zombie lets the beast off the chain and 4 enemies blow up in rapid succession. The toughest opponent is a rival AMX-40, but there can be only one. 7 kills with 4 enemies to go. There's even an ally who's still alive. The D2 kindly makes itself an easy target. You wouldn't think that the Duck could make that climb. Impressive. Picking off the enemy RT is easy from up here. Unfortunately, the last ally also gets killed by the Matilda. It's the final showdown. The SPG dies quickly, but manages to cause serious damage. The Duck is down to 22 HP, and the Matilda is almost at full health. It's easy to forget that the Matilda is one of the toughest tanks in its tier. The protection is excellent, and while the gun isn't great, it only needs to pen the Duck once. Zombie will have to rely on explosive rounds and whittle the enemy down. There's only one thing to do. Come, Matilda, let's dance! Waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Ultimately, every dance must come to an end. The Matilda blows up and leaves Crayfish Zombie the victor with an amazing 11 kills. All hail the conquering Duck! Quack, quack! This week's sniper comes from the North American region. Cynical Dutchie fights using the AMX-30 with an aggressive style that gets results. The Tier 9 battle is an encounter and the map is Prokhorovka. Dutchie dashes forwards in search of a firing position when an enemy scout comes into view. The sniper has a steady hand, and 2 shots puts a stop to the speeding enemy. Looks like firing from concealment isn't an option, but Dutchie is okay with a mobile sniping style. The second kill is quickly secured. Nothing personal, little brother. The sniper keeps peeking out and taking shots. This style results in a few missed shots, but the ones that connect always punch through. Our fearless sniper is racking up kills, but that body armor is starting to look a little ragged. Dutchie changes position and takes out another pair of enemies. The spotters designate a target and the sniper takes it out. It's like clockwork. Sometimes they ruin the shot by moving, but that only prolongs the inevitable. Dutchie sweeps up the last enemies, ending the game with 10 kills. 10 kills in less than 6 minutes? Cynical Dutchie missed 3 shots, but everyone that hit also penetrated. Nice work, sniper. For the final replay, we have an Invader with a more direct approach to taking the enemy base. The player is Speakerspell, who drives the quick and stealthy KV-1 heavy tank. Right. The map is Mountain Pass, and the standard battle is played on the EU cluster. The KV rolls out with a clear purpose, only taking a brief stop at the fork in the Iceflow riverbed. A pair of enemies try to stop the KV, but it's no use. Speakerspell is determined to drive into the capture circle and won't take no for an answer. Here we are, the KV has successfully invaded, and now it's just a question of waiting for the capture bar to fill up. What a nuisance. The enemies seem to have some objections, and it looks like there are quite a few of them left. Speakerspell digs the tank's heels in and sets to killing all the fools who try to muscle on the KV's turf. Serves you two right. Leave me alone. Seriously, just stop it! The capture advances, and the enemies keep charging in. I wonder if they'll run out of tanks before the capture is done. The last 2 turn up as the capture hits 100, one of them becoming the 8th kill. Invasion complete, with a single enemy left alive. That was certainly different. Usually, the Invader of the Week pulls off a sneaky victory with perfect timing, but this works too. That's all we have time for today. But what was with all those tier 4s kicking butt? Time to go pub stomping in my Matilda. See you in game.